So today let us check the difference between the Natco rebuild kit and the original parts from the original carburetor of my RXG 4-speed. Hey guys, Bratty Biker here. Hope you're all doing good. Hope this lockdown is treating you all well. Not me definitely, but anyways. So we're in the process of rebuilding our carburetors. So these are the two more popular rebuild kits that I was able to source. So this is an Natco one, actually the most popular one, and this is an unbranded kit. But some people said that this is pretty okay for the work. And the Natco the Natco kit also comes with a spring, the throttle spring. So here I have all the originals, the OE ones, which is currently was already present on my carburetor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how close these two are compared to the original parts, and there are some replacements that are needed in my carburetor, and especially O-rings due to this vacuum leak thing. I found out that the idle screws O-ring is damaged, and I found out that the air screws O-ring and washer is absolutely missing. So this is probably the cause of the vacuum leak since the series is going on. So in this video we'll be comparing these two aftermarket kits, rebuild kits with the new one, and I'll also be showing you which has the best parts to be as a replacement for the OE one, the original one, if something is wrong with the original ones. First we'll concentrate on the Natco kit. So aside the spring aside, guys, by the way, I'm sorry if you guys are not able to see it because this is just a very experimentative video from my side. I'm not exactly looking for, I don't even know if I'll post this video, but anyways, I'm just trying to do something with this. So let me see what we can do. First and foremost, I think I don't know what this is, but anyways, let us keep that aside. So this right here is your this one is your idle screw. So let me take out each parts, and after I unbox every single one of them, we'll compare with the originals. I guess this is the float needle, the float pin, the float springs holder. Here's the pilot jet. You guys can see there are no markings here, nothing. The original has markings, this doesn't have any markings. This is the carburetor's, the top caps O-ring, rubber washer. I think this is the float needle. Looks a little concerning because this looks a little too short, but I don't know. And I think this is the float pin. It has some sort of a small metal clamp on top of it. I don't know what this does because this is not present on the original one. I think this is the choke, something belonging to the choke side of things. This is the carburetor gasket from the Natco kit. Some sort of a clip from the Natco kit, V-clip, not sure what it is. This is your atomizer from the Natco kit. You guys can see, I'm not sure if it's focusing, but yeah, this is the atomizer, fuel atomizer from the Natco kit. This is the needle, and it has only 3 slots instead of the original's 5 slots. So it has only 3 slots. There is one gasket provided, not sure where this goes, but yeah, they've given it anyways. And here is the main jet, and it's written Natco 165 here. So this is the main jet, and like the original, this also comes off. So yeah, like this. So this looks good. very small. This is your clip. Hope you guys can see it. This is the clip that sits on on the needle. Decides upon if the jetting will be rich or lean. And this is your air fuel ratio screw. This has the spring. This has the rubber o-ring and a gasket behind this o-ring. That's why there's a gap in between the rubber ring and the actual thread of the nut. So I hope you guys can see the gasket, not sure, but yeah. So all these are from the Natco kit. So now let's do a comparison with the original ones. Since I've soaked these things in the petrol, I think I need to dry them. Of course, this is the original float, does not come with the, you don't have this float thing with the Natco kit, so you gotta use your original float. So one problem is that the small position, this small middle section is where it rests on the float pin. So if you bend it too much, it will get damaged, and yeah, things can go bad, really wrong. So make sure that you do not mishandle this, because this is actually pretty hard to get. Now let's take our idling screw. This is your idling screw, original. I'll take the duplicate in my left hand and we'll do a comparison. As you guys can see, this is the duplicate and looks pretty identical actually. Apart from the fact that the duplicate has a flat head and this one is a star based thing. It looks okay. Both of them are of the same height. Hope you guys can see that there are no extra inches or anything like that. So they both are the same height and the same dimensions. This one has, the original has its rubber cracked, and I think that's the issue with my vacuum leaking problem. This one has a brand new rubber along with the spring, so this might work. But anyways, yeah, this is the Natco kit, the bright one, gold colored one, and this is your original. Now let's move on to the next part. Let's take a look at the atomizers. The left is the Natco one. The right one is the original one. Let me take a look first and then I'll show you guys. Looks pretty identical. There are minute differences in this top hat. The one on the Natco is slightly bigger in the sense it's slightly longer than the original one, but I don't think that's going to make much of a difference. And there are no markings on the Natco one. There is some sort of a marking on the original one. I'm not able to read it, but anyways, let me check the whole pattern because that's not exactly visible. The whole pattern is actually pretty different. So the Natco has 1, 2, 3 vertical holes on one side and then 2 vertical holes on the other side, and that's about it. So in a total of 5 holes on the Natco atomizer. On the original we have vertical 1 and 2, and right next to the second one we have the third hole, the fourth hole right next to the third one, and on the top we have the fifth hole, and then we have the sixth hole. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 holes here versus 5 holes on the Natco. Not sure how much of a difference that's going to make, but yeah, that's a difference on these atomizers. Now let's take a look on the float needle, or the small needle that holds the float. Oops, second, I should not get these parts mixed up. Original is always original. Okay, now these are the 2 float needles. Let me check if they are of the same size. And yeah, what I first worried was true. The one on the Natco's float needle is slightly shorter than the original. But yeah. Now let's take a look on the main jet side of things. This is your the Natco main jet on the left and original main jet on the right. not much of a difference from my eyes. I'd say that the original is slightly taller than the Natco one, but yeah. The sad part is that both of them, the original has a small O-ring, rubber O-ring here, but the Natco unfortunately does not have an O-ring. And this O-ring, a lot of people actually damage the original carburetors when they are rebuilding it. So it's unfortunate that Natco is not including them. So, but yeah, anyways, that's about it for the main jet part of things. Let us now take a look on the pilot jet. So these are the two pilot jets. The left I am holding the Natco's one, the right I am holding the original one. So let me count the holes. I'm feeling that the original pilot jet's holes are a lot bigger than the Natco's ones. They are about the same size. The threads match too. So, and the Natco has 17.5 written on it. But I'm not able to spot anything on the original thing. It has to be written, but my eyes are not that strong. But anyways, yeah. So the key takeaway is that the original's holes are a lot bigger, noticeably larger than the Natco's ones. I'm not sure how much of a difference that would make, but yeah, that's the difference right there. Their height and width are the same, so they will probably sit in the carburetor well, but no problems there. This is the original holder of the float spring, the float pin. We also got this one from Natco as well, and this gasket is actually, I think it is the one that goes and sits inside of here, like the original one. And yeah, I think I was right, but anyways. Let us look at a difference here. But looking closely, there are some key differences here. The original one is a lot longer, but when you match those lower bottom halves, I think they get together. So the difference would be that the Natco one will sit a little lower than original. So otherwise they are the same. Both gaskets are the same, no problems there. Now let's take a look on the float spring, the actual float spring, because I think this is where the difference is the most. This might not be visible from the camera at all, but let me try my best. The left is the Natco, the right is the original. Like as you guys can see, a metal clamp on top of the left one. So yeah, that's a major difference here. I do not know what to do with this clamp, but anyways, yeah, both the pins have the spring action. Both of them were working well, but yeah, that's the difference here. Now let's take a look on the air fuel ratio adjustment screw. So this is the original with me. Let me take the Natco kit, and this is the Natco kit. This is the original. The key takeaway is that the original used to have a rubber ring behind this, like it used to have a rubber ring between this spring and the bolt, and between the rubber ring was a small gasket, but mine unfortunately does not have that. So I think this is also contributing to the vacuum leaks that I'm facing with my engine. So this one does have the spring, it has the rubber O-ring and the gasket too. So let me check how similar or how different they are now. And fortunately they look pretty similar. No changes in threads or bolts or anything. Yeah, they look pretty similar. No problems. I think you can interchange them without any worries. Now let's check out the last part. This is the Natco carb gasket, the float bowl gasket, and this is the original bowl gasket, a bit old. But let me check how close they are in terms of the positioning of holes and everything. And right off the bat I can say they are not very accurate. Although the top holes match, the bottom holes does not match properly. If you match these bottom holes, the top holes won't match properly. Like, I hope you guys can see that. See the extra alignment issue. So no matter how well you match, they won't match properly. So if you match the top one, bottom one won't match, like this. So they won't match properly. So the float bowl gasket, stick to original, guys. This is not a good idea. The Natco bowl gasket is not a good idea. So the original would do properly. There is one small thing about this idle screw is their springs and how tight they are. As you can see, there is a very visible apparent difference on the height of these springs. Sorry, I think I hold them wrong. So the left is the Natco, the right is the original, and the right spring is a lot more, it requires a lot less effort to compress it, but the left one requires a lot more effort to compress. I think it's an effect of being compressed, due to time and age, but yeah, I think they should match pretty well. So I think if you are going to replace this idle screw, I advise to use the older original one against the newer one, because tightening up is going to be a pain. The older one will tighten up pretty easily, so you can adjust the idling screw without the need of a screwdriver all the time. So that's what I'm going to do for my case as well. I'm basically going to replace this idle screw with the new idle screw from Natco. So I'll be using the original spring for this case. So yeah, that's it. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you found this useful. So this is Natco's rebuild kit versus the original parts in the original 4TL01 4-speed 135GZ carburetor on the Yamaha RX series, of course. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Do leave a like below if you like this video, if you found this video useful. Do leave a comment, video suggestions or video requests. I shall put in my best efforts to get it done for you guys. So thanks again for watching. Do subscribe to the channel for more two-stroke content. Keep the blue smoke alive. Bratty Biker signing off. Have a great day.